Hello, everybody, and welcome to the drive-thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dawgz YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour. Give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time to deliver live free sports picks for the games begin at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those plays, well, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Plays. Let's take a peek at who'll be on the show tonight. We got Mitch join us, Damian Sosh, Jovan, Ron Romanelli in the center square today. We got Chris Ruffalo, Big Al McMorty, and Joe Duffy. Let's see how it'll line up for tonight. We've got Duffy, Sosh, McMorty, Burt's, Romanelli, Ruffalo, Mitch, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, a lot of afternoon action. I didn't delve into any of it, did you?
I did. I was unlucky to catch the push in that Tigers-Rangers, but I was just busy watching the Euro soccer as well. But definitely a action-packed afternoon, but we got plenty going on in the evening as well.
We certainly do. Plenty going in the afternoon here. We got kind of 8 games in prime time, Major League Baseball. We have that one hockey game. So let's get started. Let's welcome Joe Duffy to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz. Joe, how's it going?
Doing quite well. Let's pick some winners.
Let's get some winners. All right, we're going over here to this West Coast here, 9:45 Eastern, with the Giants hosting the Cardinals. Giants laying $1.81, total of 8.5.
Yeah, Oviedo's last 3 starts, the total was all of them were 9 or higher. When you have a starter who's got a total that's less than his recent starts, listen to what the odds makers are telling you. Use the odds makers' knowledge against them, as I like to say. We have an under angle that does go under at a 3,233 rate, 2,483 unders and 200, and that should be overs, and 258 pushes. Also, AccuScore, which is one of the better simulators, they have this game going under 61.1% of the time. In 88 plate appearances, current Cardinals are hitting just 276 to Wood. Now, nobody on the Giants roster has seen Oviedo, but I do agree with the old baseball adage that the advantage is for the pitcher when there's uncertainty. When the pitcher and the batter haven't seen each other, the pitcher does have the advantage there. Usually after a team has seen a pitcher 2 times, 3 times, they can make the adjustment. So I do think that is a little bit of an advantage there. And I know that it's not like either one of these pitchers have been sensational as of late, but as I said, those computer systems basically say, listen to the statement that the odds makers are making, that it's still a relatively low total compared to maybe what first glance would dictate based on the pitcher's recent starts, and that's why that system does do pretty well, because there's going to be some regression here. So under 8.5, W marks the square.
All right, Joe Duffy here. Giants, Cardinals under 8.5. All right, Chris, we see here the Cardinals have struggled here hitting lefties, averaging just 3.7 runs a game here. And, we're looking here at this Giants bullpen, which has been pretty well at home.
Yeah, and for some reason, when I kept looking at this game today, I kept thinking of the number 5-3, which is slice it. So that falls right in line with that under 8.5. I think we've got a pretty good game brewing here on Wednesday night. So I'm gonna lean towards the under as well.
Agreement here. Giants, Cardinals under 8.5, and we got a start time here at 9:45 Eastern Time. MLB extra in each channel. All right, let's take a look over at Big Dawgz. Joe, well, tonight, as we talked about, we got 8 games in Major League Baseball, prime time, that one hockey game. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, nice solid night in baseball last night, going 3-1, I believe. And look, also, it's not often that I have 3 wise guy plays in the same night. Do have 3 wise guy plays. They're my highest rate of play. Bet your maximum amount. That includes the NHL playoffs game of the year. 2 of my strongest NHL systems both point towards the same play. Plus, I have a Major League Baseball side and a total. And again, all of them are my highest rated wise guy play.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Joe Duffy over at Pick Dawgz. He's got a 3-pack going on right now. It's NHL playoff game of the year, 2 MLB wise guy selections. Get on board with that. And, of course, take those winnings and go long-term with Joe Duffy, as he has the long-term passes up there. He's got his 1 week and 3-day all-sports pass. You get every play from Joe Duffy over at Pick Dawgz for that period of time. When you go to the profile page and you make that purchase, add a second capper with a 2-for-1 capper promotion, even a greater value. All right, Joe, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk in a couple days.
We shall, gentlemen. Have another great show.
All right, Joe Duffy here on the drive thru. Let's continue on here. Now it's time to welcome Damian Sosh to the drive thru. You'll find him over at Pick.com where he's doing fantastic work up there on the leaderboards. Damian, what's going on?
Hey guys, doing great.
All right, here we go. 8 Eastern time with the Cubs. Trying to find a winner. I was trying to get back in that win column, hosting the Phillies. Phillies $1.40, total 7.5.
Yeah, the Cubs are going to be sending Alec Mills to the mound, trying to stop the bleeding as they've lost 11 straight. Mills has pitched both out of the bullpen and as a starter for the Cubbies. At first glance, Mills' numbers are not very impressive. They don't really dazzle you. He's 3-2, 4.85 ERA. However, since he's been inserted as a full-time starter here into the Cubs rotation since mid-June, he's pitched very well. Since that time, he's made 4 starts. His ERA over those 4 starts is 3.32. He's coming off a nice game against the Reds where he pitched 5 2/3 innings and had 9 strikeouts. Now he's going to be facing a Phillies lineup that put up 13 and 15 runs here the first 2 games of this series. That's really out of the ordinary for this Phillies team. Their offense is really not as strong as those numbers would suggest. They're going to be sending Zach Wheeler to the mound. Wheeler, he's probably the only Phillies pitcher that I truly trust. His ERA on the season is 2.05. He's been absolutely dominant in his last 2 starts, 14 2/3 innings pitched, no earned runs, and 17 strikeouts over those 2 starts. And the Cubs, they're not hitting the ball. They're hitting right-handed starting pitching. They're hitting just 211 off of right-handed starters. It's going to be tough to come by runs off of Wheeler in this one for the Cubbies. And, Alec Mills, he's trending up. And like I said, I don't think the Phillies lineup is as strong as those first 2 games indicate. I think runs are going to be tough to come by in this one. I like the under.
All right, Damon says go under in this one, in this game between the Phillies and the Cubs. Chris, you look at Wheeler, no runs allowed, past 2 starts, 14 2/3 innings.
Yeah, I can't disagree with the under here as well. I always mention the Cubs, 2 runs or less in 50 last 21. I think last night was just an aberration. And Zach Wheeler's been pitching well all season long. I think we could get to 6 runs here, but not 8.5. Or sorry, 7.5. Excuse me.
All right, agreement here on this pick for Damon here. Phillies, Cubs under 8.5. And the start time here, 8 Eastern time, MLB Extra News Channel. All right, Damon, let's take a look over at Pick.com. We're doing fantastic work here. 905 units the past 7 days, all documented. If you go over to Pick.com and check out Damian's profile page, you'll see there the numbers all add up. We've got 8 games in prime time from baseball. We got that hockey game. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
All right, guys, we're on a great run right now. As you mentioned, 905 units over the last 7 days, coming off my biggest play of the NBA season, off a big win last night. And we're looking to keep adding to that, guys, keep adding to that bankroll. I had a couple plays go off the board already. I still have 2 available, a play on the hockey game tonight, Stanley Cup Final, and my favorite Major League Baseball total is still left on the board. Obviously, jump on board those guys, make yourself some money, hop onto a 3, 7, 30-day plan, or team me up with a 2-for-1 deal. Lots of great cappers over here at the website. So check me out, and let's make some money.
I make some money here with Damian Sosh. You see the numbers here, 905 units of profit past 7 days. I'm over on his profile page right now. He's got a total of the day, 10-star from Major League Baseball. Also an NHL Top Shelf. There is a game from hockey tonight. It's a Canadians and Lightning in game number 5 at 8 Eastern time. So get on board with Damon's plays for tonight. And, of course, take those winnings and make that upgrade. He has a 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass. That means you'll get every play that Damon releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for that period of time. You go to his profile page and you make that purchase. All right, Damon, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. We'll talk in a couple days.
Thanks, guys. Have a great one.
All right, Damon Sosh here on the drive thru. We'll continue on here with the show, joined by Chris Ruffalo. Reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show. Back to 10 a.m. Eastern time. You got Mitch, you got Rod Zawacki, you got Brian Biller, the YouTube member VIPs. That's a great value. Follow the link below and get signed up. And of course, the drive thru, we're here Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. As always, guys, we ask for your help here. How about those likes, those thumbs up? Help us build our audience. Really helps out, Chris.
Absolutely, Tony. It does, because like I said, without the Pick Dogs family, there is dogs, and you guys are the measuring stick of what we do here. You guys let us know if you like it or if you don't. And if you like it, well, we keep it going. So, we're gonna try to do that. A lot of the same stuff that we've been doing, build up that audience. And as I said, tonight, if you guys can help us out, give us 250 likes, I'll give you one of my premium plays for the evening baseball action.
There you go. 250 likes. Get those thumbs up going, guys. We'll get this premium play from Chris Ruffalo during the recap session. So get those likes, those thumbs up coming in. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's welcome Big Al McMorty, City number 1 for 2021 over at Pick Dawgz. Premium. Al, how you doing?
Pretty good, Tony. How you guys doing today?
Doing pretty. Got some sun?
Yeah, I got sunburned on July 4th. We were out at the swimming pool, and I forgot to put on the suntan lotion.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. All right, that's happened to me many times. All right, I fell asleep on Acapulco Beach for 8 hours. Can you imagine what that felt like? All right.
Don't want to.
You don't want to know. You don't. 10 East, everything hurts. 10 Eastern time tonight. Padres, the host of Nationals. Padres laying $1.70, total 8.5.
Yeah, Dave Martinez, Schwarber into the leadoff spot back on June 8th, and the Nats proceeded to win 16 out of 24 games. And, of course, Schwarber, the greatest home run hitting tears in history. He, at one point, had 15 home runs in 15 games. As bad he hurt his DL on July 3rd. They've now lost games that he's missed, so that doesn't bode well for Washington. And then also, the other thing that doesn't bode well is they're handing the ball to Patrick. Now, in the World Series in 2009 and pitched that year, he was very effective, and he was a big reason why. But then everything fell apart for him last year. He ended the season with 7 straight losing decisions. That carried over into the season. Started the year with 3 straight losing decisions for 10 straight losses in a row. The season now he's on the road, it gets worse. He's 0-4 with a 6.56 ERA. So it's true, Chris Paddock is no comparison to what Corbin's been putting up. Paddock looks like Cy Young. Paddock has a 4.56 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP, and San Diego is 7-3 in his 10 starts, his last 10 starts. So I'm going to take Paddock and the Padres and lay the big number at home.
All right, Big Al here is going to be on the Padres, laying the 170 here on the road. All right, Chris, we're looking here at the Padres. They've won 14 of 20 here, facing left-handed starters.
Sorry, I was still thinking about how bad that sunburn for Tony would have been with 8 hours in the sun.
Is that all you got? That's all you got there, Chris? All right, here you go.
Jeez. Stop it. I was thinking Rock Lobster was playing in my head, too. I was looking at this game as well. I just think San Diego, this is my Forrest Gump pitching matchup. You never know what you're going to really get with Paddock and Corbin on a consistent basis. But Paddock's been better, and the Padres have been playing better. They're back to playing winning baseball. The Nationals are starting to fall back a little bit after their recent hot run. So I'll look at the Padres as well. Might sprinkle a little bit on the -1.5.
All right, look at Sprinkle there on the run line. Big Al's play for the show here. Padres -170 against the Nationals. And this one will air here on MLB Network here in some areas. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium tonight. Well, Al, 8 games in Major League Baseball in the prime time. That one hockey game sitting number 1 over at Pick Dawgz for 2021, over 3,400 units of profit. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, hopefully we get a winner this afternoon trying to hang on with the Cincinnati Reds against Kansas City. And if the Reds do hang on, that'll move our run to 479 and last 842. I've got one play for, say, baseball. It's my Major League Baseball division. Don't miss NBA tomorrow. Phoenix, nice win. Game 2 as well. To get all of my work and team up with one of the here for one handicap for special days for you.
All right, they might have lost the sound a little bit from Big Al, but guys, get on board here with Al McMorty over at Pick Dawgz Premium. You see the numbers here for the year. Number 1 over at Pick Dawgz Premium, over 34 units of profit. He's got his MLB. We all love our divisional underdogs, and he has one right now up at the site. So get on board with that. Take those winnings and make the long-term 7-30 All Sports Pass from Al. Get every play that Al releases over at Pick Dawgz Premium for that time period. And, of course, you had a second capper with that 2-for-1 promo, even greater value. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Looks like the Reds are trying to get another run across here against the Royals.
Yeah, I saw the volumes back.
Yep, they got a 3-run lead now in the top of the 9th, so you're looking good in that one. All right, have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I'll make more to hear on the drive through. Let's continue on here. We're joined by Chris. And remember, Chris, if we get to 250 likes, what are they getting?
They're getting one of my premium plays for tonight's baseball action. A play that you definitely don't want to miss out on.
Absolutely. Keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in, guys, and we'll get that premium play for you during the recap from Chris Ruffalo. Let's continue on here on the drive through. Now it's time to welcome Jovan Burt's show. You'll find him over at Pig Dawgz Premium. Jovan, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Some midweek action over here. It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. We got you here in the midweek here. We're going to be looking at in the NL West here. The Diamondbacks hosting the Rockies. The Rocks laying $1.12, total 9.5.
Yeah, so I'm on the over in this one. Now, you would think that with a Rockies Arizona game is just an automatic over, but the Rockies' last 10 games, they went under in 9 out of the last 10 games. But with this particular matchup, it's going to be the over all day. First things first, you got Antonio Sensatella, who he's one of those pitch good at home, pitch bad on the road guys. Now, he has a 0-4 record with a 6.35 ERA away from Coors Field. And we all know that's absolutely no good. So on the other end, we have Humberto Castellanos, who is a reliever. That's a bullpen. That's going to be a bullpen game for Arizona. And with Arizona's bullpen, they love to give it up. They have 5.20 ERA overall in their bullpen. And with them, they love giving it up. As a matter of fact, for the Rockies, they love giving it up too. They have a 6.82 ERA in the last 10 games. So I believe with both Sensatella and Castellanos as a pitcher matchup, and then going into the later innings with both bullpens, it could get over this 9.5 total.
All right, Jovan's looking here over a 9.5 D-backs and the Colorado Rockies. All right, Chris, these bullpens are vulnerable here in this one.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say I'm not trying to deliver one-liners here, but I have less trust issues with my ex-girlfriend compared to the Rockies and D-backs pitching staffs. It's laughable at times with these two teams. They can't keep runs off the board. It's bad, and it says something when the Rockies can't win on the road. D-backs just can't win consistently overall. Yet they're still going to put runs on the board here. So I like the over. I think we get to double digits by the 6th or 7th inning.
There you got his Sensatella with an ERA over 6 on the road, almost averaging 2 base runners per inning. And then, Diamondbacks, they can hit the baseball. So their agreement there, Rockies, D-backs over 9.5. This one has a start time of 9:40 Eastern time on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pig Dawgz Premium tonight. We got about 8 baseball games in prime time. That one hockey game doing well here, over 507 units past 7 days. What do you have going on over at Pig Dawgz Premium?
Yeah, so I already had 3 games go off the board. Those are my 3 games of the day, so I'm all tapped out. I won the White Sox, pushed on Detroit under, and I currently have the Red Sox going. Last time I checked, they were down 1, but with the Red Sox, they rake, so they could definitely get to whoever the Angels are running out there in the late innings. So because I don't have anything tonight, you could look at my longer term passes, my 3-day, my 7-day, and my 30-day, or my yearly. I've been running hot and cold this year, but I've been on the
All right, looks like we might have had a frozen, we got a little frozen the screen there from Jovan, guys. You can see here the numbers here, 507 units of profit here from Jovan Burt's. He's got his weekly passes up there from 1 week, 7 days of plays from Jovan over at Pig Dawgz Premium. And of course, that's your best value there when you go over to the site and you make that purchase on the profile page. 7 days of plays at a second capper for even greater value there with Jovan Burt's over at Pig Dawgz Premium. So we might have lost his video, lost his audio. We'll continue on here at the drive-thru, joined by Chris. We get to 250 likes, and Chris will give you his premium play from Major League Baseball here at the end of the show. Let's continue on here with the drive-thru. Now it's time to welcome Ron Romanelli. You'll find him over at Pig Dawgz Premium. Also part of the morning crew on the weekend. Ron, what's happening?
Hey, Tony. It's silly I have to mention this, but Ronald Romanelli is my one and only YouTube account. There seems to be a fake Ron account in the chat. It's certainly not me, but just wanted to clear that up. They were making some mean comments about Damian Sosh, but I have no problem with him. So
right.
Just wanted to clear that up.
Clear
Ronald
that up.
Romanelli.
Ronald Romanelli is the name on YouTube, right? Okay, so we got that
Yep.
cleared. All right, here we go. Here we got him on the side. It's Ron Romanelli. So we'll look at We'll just call him Romanelli. Double
Yep.
R here. Orioles to host the Blue Jays, 7 Eastern time here with the Blue Jays at $1.90, total of 11.
Yeah, last night the Orioles got the underdog victory by the final score of 7-5 over these Blue Jays. In Wednesday's game, I see plenty of runs being scored by both teams. You got Matt Harvey on the mound for the Orioles, and while he has not been awful in his past few starts, he still has a 7.34 ERA and a 5.82 expected ERA. The Blue Jays are more than likely going to score a few runs early on, as well as add a few late when the Orioles bullpen comes in the game as well. But on the other side, I don't see smooth sailing for the Blue Jays pitchers either. Hyun-Jin Ryu has certainly not been his 2020 self this season. He has a 3.65 ERA and a 4.2 FIP, which is very high for a supposed ace on any team. Ryu is also a lefty, and the Orioles hit lefties very, very well. Baltimore is ranked third in the league in team OPS against left-handed pitching, only behind the White Sox and Astros this season. The wind is blowing 8 miles per hour out to left field, so that's going to benefit the right-handed hitters on both teams, and we know both teams have plenty of right-handed hitting talent. You think of Vladdy Jr. and Bo Bichette right off the bat. But this total is very steep for a reason, so I'm going to take the over in this contest.
All right, Ron Romanelli here, over Blue Jays and Orioles 11 runs. All right, Chris, we know, as he said, the Orioles, every time I see Orioles against a lefty, I think over because they hit the lefties, and, of course, their pitching and their bullpen has been pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm just after yesterday. I'm done with Toronto for the time being. It was horrendous from the Blue Jays yesterday. I think we got to go over here as well. Like Ron said, it's been bad pitching from the Orioles this season, and I think the Orioles will also get their fair share off of Ryu, who hasn't been a dominant ace by any stretch. So yeah, I'm on the over here as well.
So agreement here, Orioles and Blue Jays over 11. Your start time, 7 Eastern time on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. All right, Ron, we got that hockey game going on tonight. 8 from Major League Baseball in the prime time. Nearly 800 units of profit past 7 days. That's all documented. They can go over to your profile page and check that out. What do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
Yeah, my premium plays for today, unfortunately, have gone off, but make sure to grab one of my long-term plans. Haven't had a great start in baseball today in the afternoon, but this past month I'm doing well in Major League Baseball, so I look to build on that in the upcoming weeks. My long-term plans are going to get you the most of my picks for the best price possible, so join me as we take down the books the rest of the summer and leading into the fall.
All right, guys, get on board with Ron Romanelli over at Pick Dawgz Premium. You see the numbers here, nearly 800 units of profit past 7 days. He's got his 3, 7, and $30 All Sports Pass waiting for you there over at the site. If it's within your budget, go with the 1-year All Sports Pass here from Ron. If that's within your budget, remember football season's coming up. We're gonna cycle through another football season, playoff action, college football, the bowls, college basketball, March Madness. If it's within your budget, get on board with that 1-year pass right now from Ron Romanelli over at Pick Dawgz Premium at a second capper premium and greater value for that 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, Ron, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll have you on next week, and of course, we'll tune in on the weekends at 10 a.m. Eastern time for the morning show when you're on with Mitch's crew.
All righty, guys, let's have a winning night. I'll see you next week.
See you next week. All right, Ron Romanelli here on the drive. Let's continue on. We got to get to 250 likes, guys. These are those thumbs up coming in. We need some work from you guys to get Chris Ruffalo's premium play from Major League Baseball for tonight. All right, let's continue on here with the drive-through here, joined by Chris. And now we're going to take a look here, Chris, at your play for tonight. It's the late-night game on MLB Network between the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees, and we'll get that game information up for you right now. Here we go. Mariners at 10 Eastern to host the Yankees. $1.05 on both sides, total 8.5.
Yeah, and when I'm capping some of these games, there's certain plays that I like making. And I mean, I guess you could call it my anti just because angle, because like, for example, I don't go blindly backing overs in Colorado because the games are at Coors Field. And we all know that the thin air likes to, lend itself to playing high scoring games. It's not always the case. And, like our friend Tony Brown always says, games aren't played on paper. Same thing for me when it comes to this game. I'm not laying juice with the Yankees on the road simply because they're the Yankees, simply because of name brand. If I told you at the beginning of the season that the Mariners would be dead last in the majors with a .218 team batting average but they're still 4 games above 500 at 45 and 41, averaging just 4.1 runs per game. They're still at 45 and 41, have a better record than the Yankees. You'd probably have me committed and put in an insane asylum. But unfortunately, that's what we have right here. And, there's big names in the lineup for the Yankees, but they've still been disappointing. Garrett Cole struggling without his sticky stuff. And now they're sending Domingo Germán to the mound, who has an 8.18 ERA in his last 3 starts. And in his last 7 starts, the Yankees have only gone 2-5. And in his last 4, Germán scattered 18 runs, 17 earned in his last 15.1 innings of work. On the other side, you have Yusei Kikuchi, who I bashed in previous years, but this year I can't. Yusei Kikuchi, I say he's pitching pretty well, winning each of his last 3 starts, giving up 1 run in each of those. And he's gone 7 innings in at least 2 of those starts. So you know what? I think we're getting fantastic value with the Mariners here. And I'm going to take it with the M's at home here. I think Seattle gets the job done in this one.
All right, Chris says take the Mariners minus 105 here against the Yankees. You brought up the current numbers here for the pitchers. Germán, as you talked about, past 3 starts, he's given up about 2 base runners per inning. Only going about less than 4 innings. The Yankees bullpen has kind of faltered here during their down stretch here. And of course, Seattle's bullpen's performing well at home with a whip of just over a whip of 1.05 in their home game. So agreement there with the Mariners here. Here, $1.05 against the New York Yankees. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Well, Chris, we've got that big hockey game tonight. We've got the 8 games from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
We managed to sweep the board yesterday, trying to keep that momentum going into today. Whale Bet Wednesday package went off the board, but I didn't want people to miss out on my favorite day of the week. So I took one of those plays. I made it my Whale Bet Wednesday big fish of the night. Guys, go check that out. I got over $25 over at the Pick Dawgz Premium. One of my favorite plays on the board for the evening action. And guys, check out those long-term packages. 3 days, 7-day, 30-day, all the way up to a year. It's going to save you from buying daily. It's going to keep cash in your pocket as well as putting more in there once we win those games. Or guys, look at that MLB season pass I have up there, or the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Pair me up with anyone. You're going to be able to take 2 of us up there for a test drive, or if you like 2 of us and can't decide which one you want, you don't have to choose. You can have your cake and eat it too. Got those over for you at the website. We're also going to have the football coming up very soon. With me, you get one of the few cappers that I gotta say I do it all. I write for the website, cap these games, watch all the teams. I know these teams, know these players. It's going to be some added benefit that you're going to get for sticking with me through college football season. So we're going to put some money in your pocket. Let's get it going.
All right, get on board here with Chris Rufalo over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Get his Whale Bet Wednesday MLB Big Fish play. It's up there right now. Reel it in, that one play, take the winnings, and of course go long-term with Chris. That 3, 7, and $30 sports pass. We'll get every play Chris releases over at Pick Dawgz Premium. You had a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater savings. Let's continue on here on the drive thru. We need 250 likes to get Chris's premium play for Major League Baseball. We got work to do, guys, out there in the chat room. Those our viewers out there. So let's get those likes coming in. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Time to welcome Mitch to the show. Mitch, you'll find him in the mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Mitch, what's happening?
Just living the dream here, watching the drive-thru and hearing Chris Rufalo talk about how he's going to get committed to an insane asylum. It can be done without Yankee pitching.
That's accurate, we can as well. All right, here we go. Top of the hour. Marlins hosting the Dodgers. Dodgers laying $1.60, total of 9.
All year and all season, all series, all pretty much every day get hammered in the YouTube comments. So why not continue down that same road? It's been pretty good to me so far, especially in this series. The reason I'm on the Marlins often is I always find value there, even with Ross Detweiler pitching. And I got to say, there's really not much of an angle here. Just not a lot of meat on the bone as far as games left on the card today. And this one just happened to have a late line. So it fit the parameters of me being able to give out another free pick on a show. But I got to say, I don't have a lot of positive things to say about Detweiler. We saw Reed. He certainly doesn't look like anything special. He made it 2/3 of an inning in last night's contest. But, when we look at Detweiler, here's a guy that was drafted 7th overall in 2007 by the Washington Nationals. This has been the year of the comeback. And, I think that maybe Detweiler is going to fit that Adam Wainwright mold and maybe join the club of the pitchers that are kind of having these comeback seasons. Adam Wainwright, Max Scherzer. There's a few guys out there, old timers kind of coming back around. Maybe Detweiler is going to be that guy for us because, how much money can you possibly lose on one pitcher in your lifetime? I mean, Detweiler's kind of in that rarefied air for us where we've lost a ton of money on him over the years. So the probability of losing even more money on him, well, there's only so far this thing can go. This guy's put up some ERAs for us in the 6-7 range throughout his career. And, we've continued to bet on him. So why should we change it now? We've lost a lot of money on Detweiler. He owes us. He's due. I'm taking the Marlins.
He's taking the Marlins. We got Mitch here on record here with the Marlins in this one. Getting
he's due.
One. He's due.
Come on in. You're due.
All right, Mitch, what's your thoughts here? It looks like the primary pitcher, which we get to read, looks like David Price will be working the bulk of the innings as they're trying to work him into the rotation. Remember, Bauer's out. Looks like Price will be the guy they're trying to work in. I
always love guys like David Price. The Red Sox paying $15 million a year to not have him pitch on their team. That's how good this guy is. We'll give you $15 million a year to not stay here. You can go anywhere else you want, just not here. Don't worry, we'll cover $15 million a year for you. That is pretty much all you need to know about David Price. So, what is it, $50,000 a day or something? Is that what that comes out to be?
Yeah.
Quick math. So, it's like, I don't know. $50,000 a day, even in the off season, to not stay here. Yeah.
All right.
Good work if you can get it.
Yeah, it is.
We should come up. Maybe we can get Ruffalo for $1,000 of that.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting. It was
you don't have to
underhanded.
go anywhere else. You just can't stay here. Here's $5. Well, you do it for $6 a day.
Oh, boy. All right, Mitch on the Marlins plus 147 against the Dodgers. Starts the top of the hour. Mitch, what's happening what do you got going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium? Got 8 games in prime time in that one hockey game.
Yeah, my 3-pack's already started. The Red Sox just trying to find every which way possible to lose this game. They got two at-bats to get it back, but Al McMorty picked up that win on the Reds. Brian had that on the early premium. And as I speak too soon, off the wall here for Boston. Looks like we're going for a triple to lead off the 8th inning. So nobody out, man on third for the Red Sox. Maybe they'll rip my heart out one more time in this game.
Yeah.
It seems every time they score, they allow runs on the other side. But anyways, at the premium, we're kind of just, we're taking it easy. We're going into the All-Star break. I've just been doing 3 games a day, kind of staying within myself. No reason to reach on these cards. 15 games on a Major League Baseball card. If you do 5 games on a 15-game card, that's the equivalent of doing 45 college basketball games on its college basketball Saturday. So you just got to keep it in perspective, stay within yourself. You can't very hard to triple your bankroll in a day. Very easy to lose the whole thing in a day if you don't watch out. So just, stay within yourself. And that's what I've been doing. If you watched our premium shows yesterday, you probably made 40% on your bankroll in one day. We gave out all those big dogs the last couple of days, so lots of cash as the Red Sox score a run. Man on second, nobody out. This has got heartbreak written all over it.
It does. All right, Mitch. Mitch, we'll go going back here on his play. Can check out Pick Dawgz Premium for his plays as well as the morning show every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, Mitch, it's always great having you show. Have yourself a great night. We'll tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time when you're on with Zawacki and Brian.
How about $4?
Okay, I will counter. $4 in that croissant from the Bucks game yesterday.
I don't know. I got Ninos on the other line here. He's willing to contribute. He wants
$3.50. $3.50 in the croissant.
Oh, those. Has there ever been more croissant commercials than there were last night during Game 1? How many chocolate croissant commercials can you have? Someone really wants to sell some pastry. All right, thanks, guys. I'll see you guys next.
See you next
Aloha,
week.
man. Have a great week, everyone.
All right,
See you in the
Mitch, you're
morning.
on the drive-through. See him in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'll continue here on the drive-through. My pick, and after my pick, we come in with the full recap, and we got some work to do if we're going to get Chris's premium play for Major League Baseball. 120 likes right now. We need 250, so we need a lot of work here to get it done. So let's continue on here on the drive-through. Now it's time for my game. We're going to be looking at the game 2 here between the Mets and the Brewers. The Mets up about $1.23. Total of 7. This one's at 7 Eastern time. This is your game on ESPN as the Mets come from behind and take that win. But with my pick, I'm going to come in with the Brewers here at plus 113. I know Brett Anderson is getting the start. If you look at this 10 game, this past 10 games, about half of them have been okay, allowing 3 earned runs or fewer. The other ones have been not so okay. But Robert Stock is someone who I don't really care much about. In his time in Major League Baseball, an ERA approaching 5, a WHIP of 1.60 in parts of 4 seasons in the big leagues. You know, you look at over the past 10 games, Brewers are batting, 284 against right-handers. The Mets just 201. Actually, the Mets have not been hitting strong here in the past 10 games. When you look at the Brewers bullpen, they did cough one up today, but overall, that past 10 game span, an ERA under 2, team setting 198. The Mets bullpen had struggled over the past 10 games. I'm going to look here with the plus money, Chris, on the Brewers here in game 2 of the doubleheader.
First of all, I love working with Mitch, but there is no limit to how many chocolate croissant commercials you can have at a game. I'm going on record saying that. But for this game, I'm going to agree with you with the Brewers. I'm also going to look at the over here because, like you said, I don't trust Robert Stock as far as I can throw him. And, Milwaukee, yes, Brett Anderson's had his moments, but he's a starting pitcher in the majors, so how bad could he truly be? He doesn't pitch for Baltimore. And, but we have a total set at 7, even for a 7-inning game. This feels low, so I'm with you on the Brewers. I'm going to lean towards the over as well.
All right, Chris leaning here on the over, guys. Check out Pick Dawgz Premium. I got to play my best play for Major League Baseball up right now. Get on board with that. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 cap promotion with my 3, 7, and 30L sports classes there. You get every play that I release over at Pick Dawgz Premium for that period of time. When you add that second capper, you might add Chris Ruffalo with the 2-for-1 host package. You can add Mitch, Jovan Burst. You can also add Big L, Little L, James Clark. You name it there with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to do a full show recap. We'll recap every play from the game. We're about 110 likes away, by the way, of getting Chris's pick here, his premium play here from Major League Baseball. I don't think we were scheduled to have Jovan, but I think he froze. He's frozen on the screen, so it'll just Chris and I here on the recap. We got started here with Joe Duffy. He liked Giants, Cardinals under 8.5. Damian Sosh, Phillies, Cubs under 7.5. Al McMorty, Padres minus 170 against the Nationals. Jovan, Rockies, D-backs over 9.5. Ron Romanelli, Orioles, Blue Jays over 11. Chris was on the Mariners minus 105 against the Yankees. Mitch says Marlins plus 147 against the Dodgers. You're truly on the Brewers plus 113 against the Mets in game 2. All right, Chris, then your pick. Which one do you like the best?
So I gotta say, I like Big Al's play with the Padres laying the $1.70. Like I said, I'll even push towards the run line. I trust Chris Paddock a lot more than I trust Patrick Corbin, and the Padres are just playing better baseball right now, so I got to go with San Diego.
All right, I will go with Chris's play on the Mariners, minus 105. Kikuchi in really good form right now, and of course the Herman not. That's a big. Then of course the Yankees bats have been something that has not performed well this season. Mariners minus 105. All right, that'll do for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll have a full book here, 8 cappers on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the primetime games. It all gets started with that morning show. It gets started here at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Mitch, Brian Bittler, Ron Sawacki, and of course, the YouTube membership VIP shows. Sign up, follow the link below, and get on board. Let's bring in the crew from night. Wave you guys good night. Have yourself a great night. We'll talk to you guys